Hey guys, what's up? We are back again with a new car. Well, exactly not a car since it would be an understatement. So, we're back again with a brand new pickup truck. It's best in class, the top dog, and a special edition, and we call it Toyota Tundra 1794 edition. Before diving into the details, I would request you to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification if you want to stay updated with the latest car videos in the market. Also, and comment down below with the name of the car you want me to review in the upcoming videos. 1794 represents a birth year of a very famous ranch in San Antonio, in Texas, the JLC Ranch. It existed for 209 years before it was bought off. And you guessed it right, it was Toyota, and since then Toyota has began using the facility to manufacture not only Tundra but Tacoma pickup trucks as well. It's a full-size pickup truck in rivalry with Ford F-150, Chevy Silverado, and pretty much every monster pickup truck which you see on the road. Okay, bad news first. It hasn't been a lot of changes since the last major redesign was done in 2006. However, it did receive some minor touch-ups in 2015, but since then, no major changes. Now the good news is, in this special edition, there are some decent and much needed changes that Toyota has obliged to. Alright, much of the spoiler, now let's dive ahead and check out this vehicle. In terms of safety, you get 8 airbags, 2 front, 2 knees, and side curtain for driver and front passenger, and 2 side curtains for rear passenger, totaling 8 airbags. You get blind spot monitor, rear cross traffic alert, sensors, anti-theft, cruise control, ABS, vehicle stability control, auto LSD, and traction control, and some standard Toyota safety stuff. If we talk about dimensions, you get 72.6 inch in height, 79.9 inches in width, and 228.9 inches in length. The curb weight is around 7,200 pounds, which is 3,267 kgs. Okay fellas, let's go ahead and fire up the engine, and then we'll talk about some quirks and features about this special edition and figure out what's so special about it. It's a little high in here, so being 5.9 inches, you need a little extra push to climb inside. Now lucky for you, if you happen to be 6 or over, won't be a problem. That's nice. A very warm welcome with a display of your Toyota Tundra on the instrument cluster. Alright, enough of that. Let's go ahead and dive into what this beast has to offer. On closing up, we get a large front chrome grille monstrosity, all horizontal slots, all the front scoop up top, which is non-functional, which I wish it should have been because it adds a lot of character to the truck. As we go down, we see a nice metallic grey bar, which really complements somehow and amalgamates with the total front look. Now there's a C-shaped bend on the hood, which is a nice touch of exclusivity to brag about. Not sure whether you can see that since the lighting condition is not favorable. Below down, you get the fog lamps embedded in the shiny chrome, which is not too shiny to be shy about, but in a decent way. Now overall, the front looks very aggressive, muscular, powerful, monstrous, and all those strong words which you can probably think of. On the side, you have the upgraded headlights from the previous version. You get the upgraded LED daytime running lights with halogen lamps and turn signals. As we come around the side, we get a combination of machine silver and metallic silver color with a 275 by 55 20-inch alloy wheels. However, let me show you a downside. You won't find any side steps in this model, which is an offset if you're not rugged or have a family. As you go through the fender, you'll see 1796 limited edition badging and the same on the other side. You have the mirrors that are partly covered with chrome, and on the other side You can see the turn signals beautifully embedded in the mirrors and the blind spot assist, of course. Technology for a better driving experience. You get the chrome door handles on the driver and on the passenger side that perfectly matches the 1794 badging and the chrome mirrors. Nice synchronization over here. A decent sized pickup truck, although I have to admit that it's pretty raised up and gives you a feeling of being on the top while on the road. Over here would be the fuel lid, which can accommodate up to 36 gallons or 136 liters of petrol. Moving on to the back, you'll notice nothing has been changed in terms of styling. No styling whatsoever. Anyways, let's start from the bottom. You get a tow hitch with some serious strength of towing up to 10,000 pounds or 4,540 kgs. Then you have all the electrical and hydraulic hookups that are neatly allocated with the lights on the sides. You can see the spare wheel attached at the bottom of the trunk. Then at the top, you have the trunk latch, which is manual of course, along with a rear view camera and 4 parking sensors. It's nice to have some technology back in here. On the right, you have the Tundra imprinted on the truck door, which is okay, but I think it would have been better by attaching maybe a medium-sized badge of 1796. Anyways, on the left, you have 4x4 mark in case you just forget it's a 4x4 behemoth. Pretty standard halogen tail lamps. Alright, let me spread out my hand so that you can see the trunk space. Over here, you have the entire trunk covered with the bed liner, which gives a very compelling contrast to the wide body. Ample of space down here. Let's go ahead and open up. That felt nice. You can see that trunk releases very softly. You have pretty solid protective bed liner cover. Now comes the bad news, folks. There has been no upgrades in the trunk from the previous models. You get no electrical sockets and no light scenes back here. Luckily, we have the side rails which can attach the trunk cover just in case if you want to go for a wet wild off-roading. You get one high stomp light which can also be used as a trunk light. Alright, enough of it. Let's go ahead and check the rear passenger side. The door looks pretty decent for the 1796 limited edition. You have the nice wood grain panel surrounded by the leather wrappings and linear stitching on top. The lock unlock latch, a small speaker, automatic window switch, some decent storage space with bottle holders and one more speaker. Back on the door, you get the manual child lock switch just in case if you have some unpredictable guest at the back. Rear seats are foldable. Now one thing to be sure of is the space which you get after buying this behemoth. And the other thing are the mats. They look very impressive with a premium touch to it. And the brown tanned leather. It just looks so classy in here. Of course, the traditional retractable armrest with the 2 cup holders. At the center, you get 2 AC vents, which is pretty standard, and a 12-volt connector. On the top, you get the rear cabin lights. They are on since the door is open. Must admit, it feels very sturdy. Same options on the other side of the door. Now ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the leg space. Well, if I have to put in one word, it would be awesome. This would be super spacious even if you're 7 foot tall. Alright, let me close this one and move ahead to the driver's side. Some classy finish on the top. Wood grain with soft leather and linear stitching. Lock-unlock latches. 2 modes for memory seats. Full automatic front windows and semi-auto rear windows. On the bottom you have some storage space with bottle holders. And a speaker with JBL badging. Moving on to the cockpit, you get Tundra limited mats. Forgive the dirt in here. Automatic seats with 4-way power adjustable feature. Over here you have the mirror control switches, auto mirror in and out. You have the switch for trunk lights, automatic light control switch, and then you have the door light switch. And now fellas, let me show you one of the most interesting features that no other pickup truck in the market has. The rear windscreen glass. Yes, it can totally be carried down, giving you a direct accessibility to the trunk space. This might be one of the solid reasons to buy 1794 limited edition. You get the auto adjustable steering wheel switches over here. Alright, let's hop inside and check the cockpit interiors. You get a standard Toyota steering but wrapped around with a wood grain finish on top and on the bottom. Actually, I have to admit that they feel really classy when you touch them. Very smooth power steering. On the left, you get the volume controls, auto mode selects and voice command switches. On the right, you have menu controls, RCTA and radar to avoid collision. Here you have your wiper controls and your light controls over here. Down here you have the push start, tow haul and a trailer control switches. You have the standard vents, nothing fancy about it, and a hard plastic dash, which really again is a downside considering the price segment of $50,000. A silver finish on the center with a drive control knob to select between your 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, the lows and all those technical off-road jargons you can imagine of. At the center, you get 7-inch touch display with Avian Premium navigation and 12 JBL speakers. You have the audio power knob with volume controls, home screen button. The menu displaying several options like the navigation, audio, phone, app suites for Apple and Android devices, screen projection, vehicle information and setup. Let's choose one of them. Oh wow, you have the valet mode setup. I can't imagine why they have given the valet mode setup in this monster size pickup truck. The map button, which gives you a nice little compass on the top, and on the left you have different audio options with radio tune knob. At the bottom you get all the AC controls. Further below you have the 6-speed electronically controlled automatic transmission. On the armrest you get a decent 7094 badging. Inside there is a larger storage space with a tray on top. Coming onto the instrument cluster, on the right you get the RPM, on the left you get the speedometer, at the center you have a small display screen with engine oil, heat, fuel and battery gauge. At the display you get couple of options like speed, compass, tire pressure, trailer controls, notification, some Toyota safety features and gauge settings. On the top, you get vanity mirrors with lights, of course for the driver. And on the front passenger side, you get the same option. Over here, you get the front individual lights for driver and front passenger, and the sunroof control switches. An expected feature considering the price point of $50,000. Let's go ahead and close that. You get a small compartment for sunglass and a panic button. Turn on the driver's side. Let's have a quick look on the front passenger side. Pretty much everything that we covered on the driver's side . Alright fellas, that's all for today. We will be back with an amazing car next week. Till then, stay healthy, stay safe, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the bell notification to get the latest car reviews on your feed. And let us know in the comment section about your views for the new 1794 edition of the Toyota Tundra.